According to this person and people like him, I am responsible for people labeling content creators grifters because they don't like something we like. I am really tired of this mischaracterization of my position, as I've literally never criticized anyone for not liking something that I like. That's just not a thing that I do.
Very interesting. Go on, I'm listening.
Black people kinda like hip-hop. Well, real black people and not the trash pandas that you know. Do you see what I mean about the dishonest framing of my work by these people? This quote was taken out of its context by this moron and used for various purposes, this time to show me apparently criticizing someone for disliking something I like. Before I show the full context of that clip, even in this out-of-context moment, this is not criticizing someone for disliking something I like. I mean, there is no actual criticism here, just an offhand joke I made about house Negroes and their attempt to distance themselves from black culture to appease white people.
The fuck you talking about?
I mean, there is no actual criticism here, just an offhand joke I made about house Negroes and their attempt to distance themselves from black culture to appease white people.
What is your damaged musclehead? You stupid? You ignorant, or you just plain old deaf?
Yeah, it sounds like you're not a fan of this, in which you're criticizing them for doing this. You call them not real black people. Their house N-words according to your further explanation in this video. Then call them trash pandas. This is criticism, the expression of disapproval of someone or something, based on perceived faults or mistakes. Are you saying you like house N-words? I mean, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you think because this is a joke, that doesn't count as criticism? So if I say Birdman...
Did your parents have any children that lived?
Sir, yes, sir.
I bet they regret that. You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
That is not criticism. I'm not criticizing the fact that you're ugly. No, it's both criticism and a joke. And if you're gonna say you don't agree with that, as long as it's a joke, it doesn't count as criticism. Does that mean me and the rest of the anti-woke gang can throw out the spiciest jokes towards you and your gang, and you can't get mad because it's just jokes? Not to mention, I'm pretty sure you've gone after people for using jokes and humor in the past. Hell, not just in the past, in this video.
And if you're wondering, yes, this is the thumbnail he's using to attempt to make me look less attractive, which is what these types always do. I mean, you've seen the ugly Daisy Ridley and Rachel Zegler thumbnails when these women are actually very beautiful.
Here I come to save the day.
I will make sure that you are protected whatever happens here, okay? Treat women with respect, because no disrespect. There's nothing more beautiful than a woman in need, because my mother raised me right.
Yeah, this is humor. This is funny. So by your previous logic, there's nothing wrong here. But apparently there is a problem. Are jokes and humor fine or not? Let me guess the bullshit logic you're gonna use to try to wriggle your way out of this. Is it that you hate when people lie or manipulate the truth? But it's fine to make fun of someone as long as it's true, even though beauty is subjective. Again, it kind of looks like you're getting mad at someone for not liking what you like. And if your contention is that you don't find it funny, then again, you're criticizing someone for not liking what you like. Also, speaking on lying or manipulating the truth. So I don't know who the guy in the middle is, but I know Eric July and Tyrone Magnus. Not as well as Eric, but I've seen some of his stuff. Where's the evidence that these guys don't like hip-hop? I mean, nowhere in the video do you explain this. And Eric July is a fan of hip-hop. In fact, he's a rapper and I've seen him talk about hip-hop on Tuesday night's main event. And Tyrone has 2 rap videos featured on his channel. So what are you basing this off of? What is this because Eric doesn't like token characters or woke bullshit? You're equating that to not liking black culture, which if true is fucking stupid. Just because you don't like certain aspects of something doesn't mean you hate it all or you're anti all that thing. That's like saying because you don't like certain films or genres, like how certain women don't like action flicks or certain guys don't like chick flicks or romantic comedies, that means you're anti-cinema. Or the same with music. A lot of people don't like country music. That doesn't mean you hate music, but apparently this concept is beyond Birdman. But anyway, let's move on, because even though this is embarrassing, Birdman, despite saying it's a joke and not criticism, then tries to say I took him out of context.
The context for this clip was the trailer for the show Ironheart. Here's the entire clip.
Oh, and just in case you didn't notice, it has hip-hop music in it because this is a show about black people. And you know that decision came from a boardroom full of woke white people with non-binary kids who don't live anywhere near black people.
What part of this show is being executive produced by Ryan Coogler are you not getting, you human pack of baloney? You know, the guy that had people crip walking in a period piece set in 1930s Mississippi? And newsflash, black people kinda like hip-hop. Well, real black people and not the trash pandas that you know. What I'm saying is, this is a show made by black people, starring a black character invented by black people, and executive produced by a black person. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume all the black people involved with this project were okay with the hip-hop in the trailer, my nigga.
First off, I know this isn't about Ironheart, but the executive producer role can vary tremendously. Some are involved, but many are just a name, to put on the poster so idiots like you will think it's gonna be good, which considering how Ironheart turned out, it's kind of a lose-lose scenario, because if he wasn't involved or barely involved, you're wrong, and if he is involved, he's responsible for that piece of shit. But then again, you love eating up shit. But back to the topic. Again, I don't see it. I don't see how this context meaningfully changes anything. It's still criticism leveled at someone for not liking something you like, which means you're wrong, which is embarrassing to make such a simple mistake, which either it is or it isn't. Either he's an idiot, or he's a manipulative liar who can't admit when he's wrong. So instead he throws out it's just a joke defense. Then I didn't show it, but he tries to pull the race card, saying because I'm not black and not part of the black community, I can't speak on this, which is not only pathetic but hilarious. The guy who says he's apolitical, yet is virtually indistinguishable from a leftist. It reminds me of that line by Reginald Vell Johnson from Die Hard, when he's talking about the FBI and says, they got the universal terrorist playbook, and they're running it step by step, and then tries to say I cut him out of context, which the context doesn't change that this is criticism. So after throwing all this shit against the wall, in hopes that it will convince the dullards in his audience, which it certainly will for a good portion, the rest will rationalize him being technically wrong, because calling people who hate hip-hop not real black people is justified, which is pathetic, but that's Birdman and his audience. In any case, I wanted to make this video, because sometimes if a video is too long, sometimes things can be lost in the shuffle, or minimized, or people's attention spans will wear out, or idiots will say I won't watch it because it's too long. No, I want everyone to laugh at this ridiculous fucking clown. And don't worry, I'm still gonna cover the rest of the video. Although as of this recording I can see he put out another video including me. How flattering. So I might respond to that first, I don't know. But at the very least you're gonna be getting more Birdman content.